After seeing that thumbnail and reading that title, I know why you're here. Today, I'm getting ready to show you guys just how easy it is to make. Check this out. We finna make a slow cooker beef stew. Let's get it. Okay, so look, when you look down here, you can see like, it looks like it's a lot of ingredients. You know what, it's a few ingredients, you know what I mean? But this is nothing that you don't already probably have in your cabinet. Listen, the full ingredient list is down in the description box below. I put this in the freezer so that it can, become a little bit on the rigid side, makes it a little bit easier, to cut, right? So what we want to do is we want to cut 1-inch strips. Now this is a weird looking, chug roast, right? So I'm gonna just do it like this and we're gonna have to work with it. But we wanna just come up with like at least 1-inch cubes, So listen, you're gonna see fat. It depends on the quality of how you get it, right? For that, I wanna take that off, right? I'm not finna fight with it and do all of that. I'll just take it that way and then I'll cut it here. I'll look at that there and then I cut it. Remember, you want all your pieces to be about uniform, right? That way when they can all be together, done at the same time. If they're too thick, those won't be done, and then the ones that are too small, they'll start turning into mush. So you want to get yourself a bowl and you just want to start putting them in there. So look, I'm not gonna bore you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some more of these down, just so you guys can see, and then we'll move over to the next step. Okay, so look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the seasoning, right? Since we got everything cut up into 1-inch cubes, right? So listen, I'm gonna be using my Level Up series. Look, this is the B, right? This is for like your heavier meats. This is for your beef, and things like that. What I wanna tell you is this profile right here is fire. Listen, if you wanna pick some of this up, it'll be down in the description box below. Now, if you don't have the B seasoning, my Level Up series, check it out. You can use celery seed, garlic powder, and you can use black pepper, either or. But this right here, I promise you, for those of you guys, somebody's gonna be in there and read the comments and they'll tell you how fire it is. Okay, so if you look right there, look, you can just see all of this seasoning and how it is on there and how it's coated, right? So now you wanna go ahead and grab yourself the flour. This is my flour. I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle this in here like this. Then I'm gonna take my wooden spoon and just start, making it toss, and tumbling and letting it transfer onto all of it. All of this is gonna come into play because look, this is gonna help with the thickening and it's gonna help, this is gonna help when you go ahead and fry it. When you start browning, this is what you wanna have in there. It gives it that nice little color too, right? So I just got it like that and then I just put the rest of the flour in. Now that we have that done, look, get yourself some cooking oil, I'm using some infused olive oil, right? I just put like a couple of tablespoons in here like this. This is cool. That's all we need, right? Okay, so once your oils come up to temp, right, you just want to go ahead and put these down. Now I'm gonna separate them because look, we just want to get them to brown. I'm not gonna overcrowd it because I'm gonna have to do 2 batches anyway. All right, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and take my little splash guard. They keep all the grease inside of it, right? Look, we're not trying to cook this. We just wanna go ahead and get it brown. It's for the color and the seasoning, and the season. That right there, that's all of the flavor. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this and just put it right inside of the crock pot. We'll just store everything there. And don't forget, I gotta do a second batch, So let me get that out the way and then we go from there. Okay, so you see the fine and everything it left in here, And then with a little bit of that flavored fat. So now we want to go ahead and just add our butter, right? As soon as this melts, then we're gonna come with our onions. I'm gonna give the onions about a 1-minute head start, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the, the garlic. And that'll be that minced garlic. All right, so now we'll come with our onions. What I'm gonna do is move them around, let them get coated with all of the goodness, right? Look at this right here. Okay, so look, we're running up on a minute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and load my garlic press to put a smile on my face, folks. You know what I mean? So look, there it is right there. Go ahead and get up close and personal with it. Let's go ahead and press that and let's come up with some minced garlic. Ooh-wee. Then you want to get you something that's got a sharp, like a hard edge on it, and just get the rest of it, off of here, like that. Now, I'm just gonna do this for about 35, 40 seconds. You can smell it, it starts to become fragrant. That'll let you know it's right. It's swapping flavors with the onions, and the rest of the fine. Look, these are non-stick pans anyway by Hexclad, but as you can see, look at that. Nothing sticks to it. all of that flavor that you guys saw after we did the beef, it's all in here. Now you just want to go ahead and just add it in the inside. Look, no particular way, just put it in here. We're gonna get it all stirred up and get it going. Now look, I want to tell you guys like this. Look, these are the frozen peas. They just been sitting out, you know, for the video purpose, right? These are going back into the freezer, you know what I mean? Because I want these to get hard. These will be added in at the very end. But just about everything else goes inside of that, goes inside. That's why I call this really like it's a semi dump and go, right? So we'll take the water, our cornstarch, right? And we'll set this off to the side. But everything else that we have as far as the ingredient list goes inside of that. Okay, so look, now we're gonna add some carrots, right? So it's up to you about how many you think that, you know, how much carrots you want to put in there. You know what I mean? I gave you guys a base. It's probably more carrots than you probably need, but I do it to, you know, I can just look at it. I can visualize it, you know? Now I'm gonna come with my celery. Drop that in there. Can you guys smell what I'm cooking already? Now we finna come with our paste. I'm not gonna keep naming them off. Remember, I told you everything goes except for everything, you know, except for your slurry, which would be the cornstarch, right? Got everything in there. And look, just to address the part about the wine, listen, it cooks off, it adds a little bit of flavor to it, but it's not a wine taste. Just trust me, that's the way I was taught to make it. You know what I mean? At one while I was saying something myself like, hey, wine? You know what I mean? But don't worry, we're gonna trust the process. Put your bay leaves in, drop your rosemary in. We got that fresh. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit it like that. I'm gonna put this lid on. Now look, we're gonna do it on high. So we're gonna do it for 4 hours, right? So this is how it works. If you do anything on low, listen, let's just say it took 8 hours on low. If you wanted to do it on high, it'll be 4 hours. Real simple, folks. So, but I'm gonna do this on high. So let me hit power, right? And then we go ahead and add our time. 4 hours, and then we hit start. Okay, so look, my timer went off. Look, it's been on for about 4 hours, right? So look, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, let me just address this part too. Don't forget, when you're using a crock pot, every time you take the lid off the top, just add 30 minutes onto that. The whole thing was designed to work with the, you know, with the lid on for it to get, you know, the maximum, you know, cook, right? So now this is the first time I never stirred it or nothing like that. I just looked at it, right? So we just open that up like that. Now what I'm gonna do is, I got myself a toothpick. I like to just check it and just check the tenderness. Oh man, look at that right there. That's a nice resistance. You know what I mean? Ooh, this meat over here. Oh my goodness, folks. Hey, that's it right there. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I see that we got the bay leaf. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and get this rosemary and get this out right now. Let me just move this around. Let's give it, you know, its first stir. Ah, yeah. You want to go and get your frozen peas. Here we go. We're going to add these, and we're only going to cook it for about 15 more minutes. What I want to do is I just want to go ahead and get myself just a little bit of the, you know, the broth. It's not really a broth, you know what I mean? Just some of the stew, right? What I want to do is I want to taste it. I want to see, do I want to add myself, you know, a little salt, right? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a couple of pinches of salt, right? We're gonna give it a stir. That right there will do it. Oh yeah. Let me put the lid on. I'm gonna set another, you know, another timer. Let it continue to cook. Again, we're just gonna go in for about 15 minutes. it's been 15 minutes. We didn't have the peas in there. I'm not gonna open the lid as of yet. So look, we got cold water. That's the trick, folks. It's the cold water. And then right here, we're gonna go ahead and add that cornstarch. Right, and this was equal parts. Make sure we don't have no lumps, get it all mixed up. Go ahead and open this up. I got my wooden spoon here. We got this going. Now we just getting ready to add that in right now, just like that. This right here is gonna thicken it up. Now we're not making no peach cobbler, folks. We're not trying to, you know, get it like super thick like that. We just want to get it to change the texture a little bit. You know what I mean? Just work this around. Oh yeah. And look, I'm gonna add my butter. Look, this is cold butter. Come on, butter. Oh, I had that in there. This right here gonna make it look a little silky. And you know what? We always say everything is better with butter, right? Hey, we're gonna look at it one more again. That right there, look at the consistency. You know what I mean? I'll just let it slide off like that. That's what you want, folks. Now, let me go ahead and put some of this in the bowl. Ooh-wee, this is my favorite part right here. It tastes just as good as it looks, folks. Man, this is fire. I start bobbing my head and wanting to dance. That's when you know it's right. Make sure that when you eat this, you sit down, you know what I mean? Because look, I started eating it, they had to like tap me and tell me, hey, we got to finish this video. This right here is fire. You want to talk about warm you up? Look, when you know, when it's nice and hot, you serving it right out of your crock pot, look at it. You can feel the heat right here as it goes down. And if, like in the video game, if your meter was all the way this way, as it's going down, your meter getting smaller and smaller until it starts to blink. This right here, I want you guys to make this. Tell me what you think. Let me read some of them comments down below. And listen, some people put other things in there. And what I like about this is, they're really, really inexpensive to make. You know, potatoes, carrots, all of this kind of stuff. If you got a garden, you probably already got this in your, you know, inside of your freezer, or you got them in your refrigerator already. Now, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button. And I want you guys to tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, folks, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with the peas now, because I'm finna get me another bite, and I'm out.